It's day 56 of trying to make as much money as possible, starting from zero.
Previously, we finished up our first big driveway, dealt with our first complaint.
Yeah, I'm sure next door's drive's very nice, but all the slurry has been hosed through onto me.
And locked in some more sales.
Okay, let's go for it. What the hell?
Great, right, brilliant.
Coming up,
I mean, it works.
That cleans a lot faster than what.
This is the most vegetation I've ever seen on a driveway.
we're gonna look to hire one person.
My current goal is simply to just make my personal household living costs of £2,300. After we've taken off the daily living costs of about £35 per day, that brings the bank balance to minus £2,348. This isn't one of those YouTube land challenges where if it doesn't go right, then it's all good because we've got loads of money from other things coming in now. This is the real deal. I've got 2 paid pressure washing jobs lined up for a couple of weeks from now, but that's it. That's only like £400 worth of revenue. That isn't even definite until it's actually paid. My plan for this week is just to post as many cold outreach letters as possible because that will then get the customers to consume the lead magnet and then convert some of those into sales. We need those sales. I figured out in the last video that I need to be posting at a minimum 200 letters per day, which takes like 2 to 3 hours. That's the bare minimum every day just to net my household living cost. I'm just gonna be real with you for a second. The pressure, like the crushing chest feeling of seeing this negative bank balance and knowing that I don't have more pressure washing jobs lined up to make more money. It's like this constant thing. It was just in the back of my mind all the time. Now it's like, it's in the chest all the time. It's like this crushing feeling of stress and worry. But also that's combined with like the hard facts of if I just post 200 letters, I'll get a sale of around 160, 170 pounds. We need to be increasing those numbers, and we are because I'm making pressure washing sales for more money than I was for the first few sales. And I'm also split testing letters to find out which one has a better response rate. So we're just improving the systems all the way down the chain, every step of the way.
It's 8 PM and I have spent the entire day printing and folding these 1,000 letters. I didn't think it was going to take that long, but now we know. It takes the best part of a whole day to print and fold 1,000 letters, which is ideally what I want to be posting every single week. So then that means I need to be posting 250 letters on the other 4 days each week and spend basically a whole day printing and folding, which doesn't seem like the best use of time, but it's where we're at the moment. I really hate rolling over the things that I plan to do today into the next day, but it's past 8 PM and I just can't go to people's houses in the pitch black and start posting things through the letterbox because the floodlights will come on, they'll be like, "Ooh, who's there?" The dogs will be barking. That's just not really. I feel like that's a social boundary that you probably shouldn't cross. But tomorrow, we're getting up early. 2 nights a week, we've been staying here on the sofa bed just so that we can get into business stuff faster and so we don't have to commute back to a different city, which takes over an hour. We're on a grind at the moment. We are dialed in, like we are just businessing.
It's day 57. It is freezing cold. We gotta take off today's daily living costs, and also I got some money in from one of the paid pressure washing jobs. There was like a transaction fee that was £4.85, so that's gotta come off the bank balance. Got my 1,000 letters. Today is all about just grinding that out. Cold outreach. I'm shooting for 400 or 500 today. You know what? 500. That's gonna take a long time.
I did it. Posted 450 letters. Took me 5 hours, 40 minutes of like total active time out there. I need to hire someone to help me with this. I want to be posting a lot more letters to get a lot more engaged leads, to get a lot more sales than I'm currently getting. And I feel like I've got a decent response rate, a minimum of 1%, and it's making money, it's working, so may as well scale it up a little bit. Like I'm not gonna go ham and just put everything I can possibly put into scaling the marketing because I don't feel like the offer is as good as it possibly can be yet, and we've not got any referred customers. When I start getting customers referring in new customers, you know, telling their friends and family like you have to get this thing, and then those people actually buy it, that's when I know that it's time to go ham on the marketing. But for now, we're gonna look to hire one person.
It's day 58. Earlier today, I took the pump off my pressure washer, which was just spewing out the oil, to a guy who I just found on the internet who hopefully was able to help. The rest of the day is just posting letters. And my plan for later today is to start advertising a letter distribution job to hopefully hire someone to help me post more letters, get more engaged leads, get more sales. So I've now posted a letter to pretty much every single house in this affluent area, so it's close to 2,000 letters. All there's left to do now is to start posting in these houses that I've already posted again, but that was
few weeks ago now, and I'm posting a different letter. And as Hormozy always says, it would be arrogant to think that every single person consumes every single piece of content that you offer to them. So it's quite possible that the vast majority of these houses didn't even read the letter. Who knows, but either way, we're posting letters to the same houses again. Took me 3.5 hours to post 330 cold outreach letters, but now we've posted just over 1,000 of the branded letter. So now we're going to find out how many engaged leads we get from that, see if it makes a difference. Does it perform better in terms of response rate than the unbranded letter? It might end up just being the same. It might make no difference, in which case I'll probably keep doing the branded letter, because then it has the advantage of people being able to look up the company and see some good reviews. It's day 59. We are in the car on the commute to Leeds, but we're taking a detour to go to the pump guy on the quest to get a working pressure washer. The one we bought from that guy off eBay, but not on eBay, off eBay. So they didn't help us out when the oil spewed out of it. That ended up being a bit of a disaster. So we're on our way to pick up a refurbished pump, and hopefully it actually works. Also, I remember we got to take off today's daily living costs. So, well, and now the pump. Good morning. How you doing? Oh, amazing. Thank you. Hello. 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 I mean, it works.
That cleans a lot
Yeah.
faster than what.
Bloody hell. Now we have 5 weed killings for today, chock-a-blocked afternoon, but we're almost definitely going to get some sales, some pressure washing jobs lined up for the future, so that's great.
So, all done? Yeah, just done the spray all around the edge. There's also a bunch of weeds just like on the other side of the wall, just on the stones.
Yeah.
So I just got those for you, seeing as I was here. And I don't know if something you're interested in, but I also offer pressure washing, no obligation though, of course.
Yeah, pressure wash of the drive.
Of the driveway, yeah, the tarmac, so it just make it basically look like new. That guy's just shared the service with this whole area, which is great. So that's like a personal recommendation. He said get the website up, send him that later, so I'll definitely do that, and then he'll share it. That's just so nice. And I'm just gonna go hit his neighbor up, because he said they're interested. Whew! It's happening, snowball. Loads of little moss bits going down here. And it's supposed to be like, it's supposed to be a completely different color. It's not supposed to be green. And then, yeah, like leafy weeds all along the trim. But yeah, this is 100% a pressure washing job, and it is gonna look incredible if he goes for it. I'll call the guy later to talk about the pressure washing. I'm not gonna lie, this is the most growth, like, this is the most vegetation I've ever seen on a driveway. Hi again. All done for you. I'll,
Show you that one, then.
yeah, I mean, it's a pay what you want kind of situation, but
I've got 2 I've got. So
no, thank you so much. I mean, it's free, but thank you, I appreciate it.
you deserve more, but thank you.
Thank you. So yeah, I'll speak to you in about 4 weeks. I'll give you a call. Right, thanks. Bye-bye.
This engaged lead also wants gardening, and rather than just saying, no, I don't do gardening, I'm going to find a local gardening company with good reviews, and then I'm going to pass them over these engaged leads, basically new customers for them. And I'll just say, you know what, here's 5 new customers for you, just have them.
Yeah, nice to meet you. Yeah, so just breaking into this business and getting some like good reviews in the area, so that's why I'm like offering the free thing. Cut that fine, we've only got 5 minutes to get to the next person's place. I guess don't try to put people in between. He said he's interested in recurring weed killing, and I also gave him a quote for the pressure washing. I also said I'd put him in touch with a gardener and someone to do some repointing. So again, referrals, it's gonna work out. It's going well. Okay, I gotta drive now. Luckily, with all these people being in the same area, I'm already here 1 minute later, so on time. If we don't get like at least 2 pressure washing sales out of today, I will be gobsmacked. One of the people today said that it seemed like a scammy letter, like they got my letter, but then it was when the neighbor recommended me as well, that's when they were like, yeah, I want it. So first of all, that's the power of referrals, but also I definitely need to add some like testimonials, or need to get more reviews on the letter and make it clear that like, yes, I've done stuff for people you know around here.
I just wanted to call you about your driveway situation. I offer a pressure washing service. Does that sound like something that you'd be open to?
Yes, of course.
So for a property of your size, or so I should say the driveway of your size, I'd be able to do the driveway for 149, or if you wanted all of the pathways around the side of the house and the back doing as well, that would be 249.
Wow, that's quite high.
Well, I'll be upfront with you. I'm fairly new to the area, and so I'm looking to get some good reviews online. So if you were able to give me a review after I did the work, then I'd be able to do the whole thing for you for 149. How does that sound?
Of course, definitely.
Okay, brilliant. And
Yeah.
so that's for £149 for the driveway, the pathways at the side, and the tarmac at the back. £149 for a tarmac-only driveway, which is fine because that's just one day of work. I don't have to go back on another day like I do with the block paving to resand it. I don't have to pay for sand, and I haven't done a tarmac one yet, but I imagine it'd be easier to clean. And a new customer, which is gonna have lifetime value. And they want other services, which I can refer them as a customer to other companies and then get money from that by referring them over. Oh, result. Hi, it's John from Is now a good time?
Yes, it's fine, John. How are you?
Oh, mate, I'm great, thank you. How are you? You have a good day so far?
Yeah, I have actually.
Oh, amazing. So I went to your home today to spray the weed killer treatment, so that all went fine. So I had a look at your driveway today, and normally for a driveway of your size, I would charge around £249, but because I'm looking to get some good reviews in the Adel area, I can offer a bit of a discount to £199.
Okay. That's
How-
fine, John.
Does that sound good?
That's fine. That sounds okay.
All right, brilliant. So strangely, the sale that I closed before that, which was a larger driveway and for less money, £149 instead of £199, it's just like there was more pushback on the price and it's more work. So clearly it's just down to the person's perception. And Hormozy says that he's found that for service-based offers, it's fractal in the amount of customers that will pay more money. So if everyone would pay, say, 100, then maybe 20% of those would pay 1,000. But then if you just focus on the 20%, it's a lot more profitable. Point is, service-based businesses, fractal customer base. For now, I can't really afford to be turning people away because I need the money, and I haven't really earned the right to be charging tons of money and turning people away who won't pay it. I just want them all as customers because I'm still figuring it out, and I need some forgiveness for when I inevitably mess some things up. 3 sales so far. Let's try to make it 4. I couldn't film it because I was at the gym, but I had another sales call and closed a 4th sale for the day, just for £99, but it's a relatively small tarmac driveway. I think it's going to be profitable, we'll see, but I didn't want to ask for too much and risk blowing the sale. We can't afford to be blowing too many sales at this stage, but that means we've blown the record out of the water, 4 sales in a single day for a total value of around £600 of revenue. And that means we now have about £1,000 of revenue lined up for the future, which is still less than half of the monthly household living costs, but it's definitely progress. It's day 60. We gotta take off today's personal daily living costs. I've got a reply from an ad that I put out about a letter distribution job so that I can hire someone else to post all these letters for me. I said it could be anywhere between like 3 and 30 hours per week. And if someone does decide to go for 30 hours per week, they get to decide what their minimum number of hours is. Then we're talking about 3,000 letters posted per week. I've only posted a little over 2,000 in this whole thing so far. In this video, we locked in some more jobs for the future, but this week we had a net loss of £422.45p, bringing our total down to minus £2,735.76p.